in the national bankruptcy that's occurring in Delaware, it has gotten much more complicated. The good news is that the bankruptcy judges in Delaware tend to be highly pragmatic. Let's get it done. And they have dealt with things like asbestos litigation, smoking, any of the big things all went through Delaware, and they understand how to deal with it. In our case, the judge has set what's called a bar date of November 16. So anybody and everybody who has a claim against National, whether it's abuse or otherwise, has to file by November 16. What that means, and what they asked for and got approval, the plaintiffs got approval from the court, was that they want to be able to hit all the airwaves and it is everywhere. I've seen it in newspapers, radio, TV, internet. I saw one tonight, actually. It is everywhere. That they're advertising, say, if you've got one of these issues, come forward now and talk to us. Honestly speaking, I was concerned that they were going to start the advertising in September, right as we were heading into recruiting. Instead, they've started it now. Summertime, not as active. I didn't anticipate that, but I'm happy that they did that. Look, it's all bad news no matter what, but we're going to have to get through it. So I did want you to know that you are going to be seeing more things on the airwaves. And, look, that is the purpose of the Victims Trust Fund that will be created in the bankruptcy court. So that's, those people will be, compensated. Good question, Sheila. The question she's asking is, in the national bankruptcy, are they still limiting it to National's assets versus the assets of the other councils? Well, the initial desire was what National's desire was to limit the recovery just to National's assets. And I don't think that's going to hold. I just don't. And part of the reason is that there have been articles that saying, oh yeah, where the real assets of Boy Scouts is in the billions and billions of dollars that are sitting in these local councils. I don't know who those billions and billions of dollars are. I really don't. Most councils tend to be property rich and cash poor. So I'm going to be very curious to see that. The one thing I will say, though, is that the way this type of plaintiff litigation works is that those law firms have to upfront all the money. They have to spend their money on the advertising, all this kind of stuff. Now that the winds have shifted and it's starting to sound like they may not recover what they expected, we may see a definite turn by them. Initially, it's going to be more angry, more nasty. We expect that. We've already gotten some of that. However, I think it's going to turn again, and they're going to look for what cash can I grab immediately and be done. We'll see. That's an educated guess on my part. But I think that if you turned to them and said, would you rather have a piece of property that you have to liquidate, like a camp, or would you rather have cash proceeds from the insurance company? Well, I can tell you which answer they're going to go. So